My name is Mike Roth. I was named the acting chief in August of '88, became the permanent chief in December of '88. And I was permanent chief for 15 and a half years, total 15 years and 10 months with my 4 months of acting chief. I was a police officer for Lexington for 29 years. I have a total of 30 and a half years in law enforcement altogether. When they hired me, I was the 6th officer. We had a chief, an assistant chief, a captain, and 3 patrolmen. Just routine patrol, very little crime. Oh, I started running radar, and somewhere along the line, somebody nicknamed me Radar Roth.
Who's that in the photo?
That was when I was called Radar Roth.
And that was back in?
Late 70s, probably 78, 79, I'm guessing.
What building are you parked in front of?
Administration building across the street.
Wow.
What was the footprint of the town of Lexington then?
I think it was still 1 square mile. Maybe 2,000 residents at the most inside the town. One of the bigger cases, years ago, the man who was the mayor owned a antique shop down here where the old mill is. And got a call. One of us come down and said, something's not right with these people in there. There's a man and woman down there. And their stories just didn't match. I figured they're up to something, but I wasn't sure. So they started using profanity, so I arrested them both for disorderly conduct. Wow. We put the information in the computer. They were wanted all up and down the East Coast for all types of scams and everything. Well, I came back from vacation to help with tornadoes. What a mess. But nobody was killed. I don't think anybody was injured, if my memory's correct. It did a lot of damage to the town.
What were the different ranks that you achieved through your career?
Patrolman for 3 years. I made sergeant. I was sergeant for 5 years. I was working day shift one day, and a chief must say, hey, I got something for you. I said, what? He handed me assistant chief badges. I said, is this a joke? So we got a captain. He said, well, I want somebody to take over if something happens to me. He said, I went to town council and recommend you for assistant chief, and the town council approved it. Over the years, I think the Protestant idea, we got the Department of State accreditation. I wanted national accreditation. We didn't have the money to pay for it, so they got the state accreditation. And Lexington PD is one of the first 5 agencies to get state accreditation in South Carolina.
Why did you think that was important?
More professionalism, have certain guidelines for everything, and it should show the public and the town council, hey, we're keeping up with what's going on in America, in our state, and these are the latest techniques in law enforcement. After I retired, then Chief Green went ahead and got the national accreditation, which was a little bit more involved.
You were recognized by the American Federation of Police.
And honestly, I forgot.
It was in 1986. This is from the FBI. Frederick Vrinder, he was special agent in charge. Congratulating you on being chief. This came from Joe Wilson, state senator. Lexington gets first female black officer. What do you remember about that?
Sherry. She's a good officer.
Did you realize that what a big deal it was hiring a first female officer and first black officer in the town of Lexington?
I hired her because she was a good officer. And she just happened to be black. She's a good cop. I'm sure she's a good lady.
It's been over 20 years since you've retired from the town of Lexington. What do you miss most about the job?
The thing I miss most is being out on the street with the guys. I truly do.